Yo, it's Zack from That One Show, and we're doing the fourth episode of Artist of the Week. And this we're going to be looking at House of Pain. I was happy. I was happy with this week. There's a lot of bands that came out of there was a lot of rap groups that came out of the early 90s, and I think this is a pretty good one. I'm going to go over it album by album like I usually do. Say what songs I like, say some things I may not like. We'll see what happens. The first album, the biggest album they've ever put out, my personal favorite album, I think it's a hip-hop classic. It's called House of Pain, or Fine Malt Lyrics. This album is really good. This is a good early 90s hip-hop album. Songs that everybody knows, like Jump Around, and then even some of the ones that other people don't know. These guys are kind of, I don't want to say they're a one-hit wonder because they're not, but when you, in the grand scheme of things, people only really know Jump Around, but they still have a lot more to offer. Songs like Jump Around is a great song. It's a great song. Good. It's got a lot of good rhymes in it. It's got a Everlast has got a really good flow and everything. I think the beat's good. I think that's a good song. After that, songs like, but there are still a lot of songs on this album that don't get enough credit, like Put Your Head Out, Top of the Morning to Ya, Danny Boy, Put On Your Shit Kickers. Like, these are all really good songs. A lot of them are super jazzy, and heavy. Everlast sounds mean, like almost like Ice Cube. Just sounds mean. Like he's gonna beat you up. That's what he's gonna do. Danny Boy, also, it is a rap trio. Danny Boy is also pretty good. He is not as good as Everlast, I'll say that. I think Everlast is what makes House of Pain what they are. But, other than that, Danny Boy's pretty good. Now, DJ Lethal is the DJ for House of Pain. He's pretty good. But I was doing research, and I was like, I wonder who this DJ Lethal guy is, because I don't really, didn't start, really researching things until the D12 episode, which was I probably should have did for the first episode, with Limp Bizkit, because I just found out that DJ Lethal is the same DJ for Limp Bizkit. I don't know what happened, because DJ Lethal isn't that bad. Because House of Pain is pretty well produced. Like, the first two albums were pretty well produced. What I'll say about House of Pain, the first album, I think it's a hip-hop classic. I think it's great. I like Everlast. I like Danny Boy. The second album, Sam As It Ever Was, it's also really good. I think another classic. It's got songs like Back from the Dead, I'm a Swing It, On Point, Who's the Man. These are all really good songs. Still a lot of really good beats. In this one, Everlast sounds even meaner. It's just more rough. I like this too. Then we get to the third album, Truth Crushed the Earth and Shall Rise Again. This is where I get a little iffy, because while this album's not bad, it's definitely not as great as the first two. So there are a few good songs on it. I like the songs Fed Up. I like the Have Nots. This album is a lot slower. It's a lot more laid back. Everlast doesn't sound as rough and mean as he did on the first few albums. I still like it though. It's not bad. It's a very average hip hop album, but what I will say, I was very surprised this week. Usually, in this time in hip hop, all these hip hop groups were popping up, and these guys were very interesting, very heavy Irish influence. They're all Irish. The Everlast is a good MC, a lot of good rhymes and flows. I like how he just sounds mean, like I said. He he's a good hip hop artist. Um, I would say the same for Danny Boy. Definitely not to the same extent as Everlast. He's definitely a little less talented, I guess. I still think he's still a pretty good hip hop artist, though. DJ Lethal, a lot of jazzy, good beats on these albums that I thought were really good. And yeah, I'd say House of Pain was a good rap group. They only had 3 albums, unless I know they had an EP that I didn't listen to. That's the thing with Spotify is you can't get every album, so I know that there's like 1 or 2 I might have missed, but I'll just do whatever's on Spotify because that's what I use. So, well, I'm Zach. Remember to tip your delivery driver.